allow the two children to attend the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power. Over naira, still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Aha. Now you not done here, oh. All these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want to make the common man get waiting supposed get for this country. Una never hear something. Now go hear one. My ego, you go show na paper. My ego diary political. So my people make you shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo.
Good evening and good morning and also good afternoon to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun live. And thank you so much for joining me. Remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, the next thing to do is to read the description of the broadcast, and then like it, share it, invite your friends and your not so friendly friends and tell them to join us. The Mayegun is live. I've brought you some interesting, stories. They are real life stories, by the way, So sit back and let's get started. First, we are starting with the recent update from the stable of the NDC. That is the Peter Obi's party. They're having this controversy around the candidate selections among their aspirants. Accusations, allegations, and the rest have been flying left, right, and center. However, their own legal team or their legal advisor, so to say, who was addressing I believe, the successful aspirants of the party, those who are going to get sent to to the INEC as their candidate for 2027. So their legal advisor told these successful candidates that the party is going to have to add an addendum or an affidavit to their nomination forms because they are not going to take chances. Some said they are learning from the experience of the Labour Party after those who rode through the obedient wave of 2023, who ended up in APC. And you all know how that went anyway, right? So their legal advisor is saying that the only kind of like a qualification that to make your nomination valid in their party will be for every candidate to go to the High Court or any court or so, right? Swear to an affidavit which has been attached to their forms, bring that back before their nomination forms can then be forwarded to INEC. Unfortunately, I don't know how much legal kind of like strength this holds, but here is their legal advisor reeling out this NWC stand, he called it.
Of the NDC constitution. The NWC of this party has resolved that without this affidavit being attached to your credentials that will be submitted along with your nomination form, your name cannot be uploaded in the INEC portal, because we are very serious about it. We are very, very, very serious about it, because this political party is not a movement. It's a political party that has come into existence. Legally, you can see so many litigation in court here and there. So nobody is really challenging us, because the party was duly registered in line with a far-reaching consequential order of a court of competent jurisdiction. And we want to follow the law, hook, line, and sinker. So if my advice is that if you are a candidate, if you have been elected, and your name is being forwarded from the primary election, and you have been given the nomination form, please kindly approach any of the nearby High Court of Justice to depose to the affidavit before a competent or qualified commissioner of oath, and then the affidavit will be attached to your credentials, which will be also attached to your nomination form, and then submit to the appropriate authority for onward transmission of your name to the Independent National Electoral Commission. So I thank all of you for the National Legal Advisor. Your name? Okay, Barrister Ruben.
Well, we have heard from our National Legal Advisor the spirit behind what we have come to do, so that nobody is kept in the dark, and Nigerians will see and know what this party stands for. This is the first set of elections that this party is going into, and we are presenting to Nigeria what we intend to achieve as a political party. We are showcasing to Nigeria that we are different from others.
So they want all of their candidates to sign the affidavit. And according to them, it is to show to Nigerians that their party is not an SPV, special purpose vehicles. So, but others are already kind of like questioning that too. As many are praising them, others are questioning like, if Peter Obi becomes the president, there will be no need or any fear of their party members probably like decamping. Is it that they are only trying to establish themselves using these moments and of course Obi's influence to get some of their members or some of their people into the parliament and different government houses in a way that will make them established so that when Peter Obi leaves, they can't leave. Sort of. You know, they continue to remind all of those who joined them, especially the obedient. I don't think they have much problems with the Kwakwan subs or so, right? Because whatever that one wanted, it seems like it's been getting it seamlessly, okay? But especially with the obedient. So they strongly believe that the obedient movement must somehow melt into the NDC. Now that they are with NDC, they must not kind of like a push obedient movement, this one movement or that movement. That's where the bone of contention is, right? So on the other hand, every of their move seems to be showing that they are preparing for post-2027. I won't blame them. Sure you guys. So post-2027 means if for any reason Tinubu succeed in his rigging and all of that plans, right? And Peter Obi and his obedient decides to move, if they decide to move, whatever gain they have made, whatever NDC gain from this relationship, okay, they will keep them. And not just from the obedient though, I mean, with the Kwakwan subs and the rest of them. So if you want your candidacy to be valid, then you have to sign an affidavit. Usually that is not maybe legally binding in the long run, but it is also very much like a foundation for a proper court case. So you get that, oh, you signed this and it's from the valid court. So anyway, upon that reactions, right, a lot of people are pretty much just being suspicious of some of the moves by these characters that you are going to get used to in the coming weeks when their campaigns, kicks off. Yes, Nigeria is completely in a serious mess, especially when it comes to this issue of insecurity, right? As much as the ruling party continue to do their best to suppress any form of exposure on the state of insecurity in Nigeria, but they have become more like overwhelmed, okay? So we have seen people who have resorted to self-help, whereby they have gone into the bushes after the terrorists. I mean, they've succeeded on few occasions, by the way, right? I've seen the one from the eastern part of Nigeria. I have seen the one that recorded from the people of Kaduna or thereabout Kachau area also, right? But here is what a guy who once walked with a call inside their asshole rock, Akeem Baba-Ahmed, he left. So he started his own political party and they call it a PRP. His brother happened to be the Dati Baba-Ahmed, the Peter Obi's running mate in 2023, who currently is on the other side. So Akeem Baba-Ahmed said he has experienced these biting security challenges too in his own family. And it, in fact, happened when he was working for Shettima in Aso Rock. A member of his own family was abducted. The terrorists made their demands, 25 million naira, plus these bikes, drugs, medications, all that stuff. At the end of the day, he said there was no single person he didn't speak to within the presidency, but none could help. In fact, I think you should hear it from him, Baba-Ahmed, on this state of insecurity, yeah?
Last year, my nephew was kidnapped, my late sister's son, along with 3 other people. They went to a farm they had hired, and they used to go there and farm things. And they were kidnapped on just a few miles between Kaduna on the way to Kacha. They put up in this maybe house, maybe hotel in the village. In the night, bandits came. One of them tried to run away. They followed him, shot him dead, dragged his body back so that the other 3 can see what will happen if the other 3 try to run away. They didn't. They were taken just a few kilometers into the bush, and they spent 36 days there.
36 days?
36 days.
Your nephew?
My nephew, my sister's son. At that time, I was the special. I was the
special advisor political to the president.
I was working in the villa. There was hardly anybody I didn't speak to. We gave them the coordinates, which was easy to get. Where those 37 days, every single day, Malanza, we spoke with the bandits and we spoke with our nephew and the two other people. Every single day, with 4 or 5 of his uncles. Every day we conversed. Every day they would tell us their condition. We will negotiate. And they will tell us, the bandits will speak to us and give them the phone. We insisted on speaking to him because we wanted proof of life.
Yes.
And they kept making demands. They knew everything about him. They had done their research. The very day they picked him up, they said, "You are Ismail Sahabi."
You are what?
Yes. They said, your uncle is so. They were talking about me.
Special advisor to the president, living in the villa.
He's a big man. He works in the villa, so we are going to get a lot of money. They also told him about my other brother, Dati. He was what he was doing, and they said, so we are going to ask for a lot of money. They kept them there. The first time they said, give us, they told us 25 million, and we thought, okay. We looked around for 25 million, and they wanted 3 motorcycles and a lot of drugs. Drugs, a lot of medication, rice, all sorts of things. And we sent it to them. They told us where to go.
You sent it?
Oh yeah, we sent it to them. But at the same time, we also told everybody, imagine in that position, I know just about everybody who was in government, and I could go walk into their offices and ask for sympathy. Please, it's my nephew. They're going to kill him if he's not rescued. And people say, oh, give us the coordinates. And it was easy to get the coordinates.
You gave them?
Yes, we gave them all the coordinates. They will say, oh, they will not spend. They spent 37 days. We spent, all in all, between the first day they were kidnapped and when they were released, we had spent close to 175 million naira. 175 million naira. Eventually they were released. This 175 was made up of about, I think, 120 million in cash in 3 batches. We sent people to them. They gave us directions. In one of the 3 times that they took money, they even ran into some military people who said, you are going in the wrong direction. This is the way to go.
I mean, when the bandits took the money,
yes,
and then moving to their escape routes,
the people we sent to deliver the money got lost, and they said to the military, we are looking for this direction. We've been told to come here, and they said this is the wrong way to go.
And the military will tell them, okay, take left, take right.
Yes,
this is a serious indictment.
I'm sorry to say this.
Yes,
I regret this, but if you see, when we say things like there's a system behind this organization, and this is last year. Now, really, what's part of it is when our nephew was released, and we would ask him things like, well, what did they do with all that money? He will tell us. If we had sent money and it gets to them by 6 p.m., by 9 p.m., a whole bunch of their seniors will come, literally take away everything, leave a little bit of money, a little bit of drug, a little bit of medication in the camp where our nephew was held. And
he saw their seniors, I mean.
Oh yeah, people would come and collect this money. And they would tell them, we are just safekeepers. There are bosses, and they have bosses, and they have bosses. This is an industry.
Has he explained how they look, the bosses?
No, they never saw the bosses. The people who were owning them were just simply
sharing or comparing notes.
No. They were just keepers of these people. They had senior people ahead of them. And those people had senior people, and the ones who kept them would tell them, our bosses.
Is it because you lost confidence in government that you parted with this humongous amount? And don't you think it's actually a criminal act to pay ransom?
In retrospect, to be honest with you, I'm glad. We never went public, but we told government. We told everybody in government. I did, and I begged. I begged them. because I didn't believe that those people would let them go, in spite of the fact that we were giving them.
And you are scared he might likely be killed.
Yes. When he was released, I could barely recognize him. He still limps.
Up till now?
Yes, from an injury he had.
I'm malnourished.
And if we hadn't given that money, I'm sure they would have killed him. In fact, the very last money we sent, close to 100 million, was because they said this is the last demand we make and we want it by tomorrow or the 2 days, in 48 hours, or we'll kill these people. And my nephew said, they will kill us.
What did the security people, government, and all that told you ultimately? That they were...
We are trying to rescue. 37 days. We are trying our best.
What do you think is serve as encumbrance for our forces to rescue people from bushes?
There is a system behind this. These are not just riffraff, fulani people who have... I think there is a whole organization. There is a very tight network of these people. They have intelligence. They have access to weapons. They have access to communities. They're not people who will pick the general and take him into the bush and his wife and keep him until he dies, for goodness sake. This can't... Last year, my nephew...
Kolu can't probably save you. In a nutshell. That's somebody who was working in the villa. Someone that you are likely going to say enjoy some privileges. And that's one crazy thing is about misgovernance, okay? That I feel sorry sometimes. I feel pity for those who are defending these criminals in government, okay? Simply because you are probably adjacent or close to any of their crumbs. Whether you are elected or appointed or you are just a regular asli cow, everybody is going to be a victim of this. Because the more the system becomes more broken, the more dangers lurks around every one of us. Not rich, not poor, not tall, whatever it is, everyone. No one is spared. You see them. The terrorists have actually grown so huge, so big, that hundreds of billions of naira are exchanging arms between their victims' families and the terrorists, almost on a monthly basis. State governments are paying, state governments are paying ransoms in hundreds of millions to these terrorists to buy temporary security or safety in some little places. And this is how they fund the terrorism. Now, here is one funny fact. It's not funny, but that's kind of like the word that comes to my head, by the way. Funny fact. The families of the victims of these abductions in Nigeria, all over the place, they are very good in tracking these terrorists because they communicate with them. Sometimes they are as good as getting the coordinates, the location where they are keeping their loved ones or where they have been to, than what the Nigerian police would do. Yeah. And we have had to report severally too, where most of the places where ransoms are being dropped for these terrorists are mostly close to either police or military checkpoints, military roadblocks, which means they operate so close to the authority in most cases, and yet they operate freely, like nobody is looking for them. Kidnapping, abduction for ransom has become so lucrative in Nigeria that people don't even see it as a common crime anymore. No, sorry. They are not seeing it as a grave crime anymore. They are seeing it like a common crime, like armed robbery. But the money, who is tracking the money? Banks are releasing hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions of naira in ransoms. And the money keeps flowing through the system. Who is tracking that? And of course, this wouldn't have lasted this long if there are no real sponsors. Who are the sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria? Who? The government knows them. They do. And that is why in some places, I saw a video, by the way, I saw a video of a community, people of the community who were so enraged that the terrorists that took some people or attempted to take some people, and they all just went after them. I don't know if you have seen the clip or somewhere in Kaduna. And mind you, they are not just kidnapping people for ransom, killing some of them and getting away with it. Primarily, these marauders attacked the supposed food foundation of Nigeria by going after farms, destroying hundreds of thousands of hectares of land, killing tens of thousands of farmers, and all they could get is Operation Safe Corridor for them once they swear by the Quran that they won't do that again. So they are called repentant terrorists. And suddenly Nigeria couldn't really feed herself anymore. Farms are empty. Farm settlements are becoming ghost places, villages. We're now witnessing ghost towns too. Here is somebody's multi-millionaire ginger or so farm that was being fed to cows.
So brother. Or here and the mother look at it. So I here. Going here with millions of naira and spent. Here in Haga, more than 100 cows. No need the first one, the other set on the other side. Look at another set here. Layer. I want to go here. Maybe we charge millions of naira and here. Then a brunama. Be here, be rich and hinile. Why here na check over here? I got a hamo. Look at it. Here, over 100 cows. No name farm here. And then cause can abia. I don't know. And when no number no na who the number. Because you could say I wanna I can with number no here. But assistance, not even one of them could number. Now here, when can I number? When? Look at it. There. There.
Some people's a reality. Everybody is just at the mercy of these invading marauders, right? Because the next thing you're going to witness, there's going to be violence, maybe death. A community called, in fact, it's a town, a community called Owa Onire in the Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State has become the new, or should I call it the latest ghost town, courtesy of the Fulani terrorists, where the community, according to reports, have suffered greatly in the hands of these terrorists who have abducted and killed people, to the point that people have abandoned their houses, abandoned their businesses. The king of the town abandoned his own throne. This was in Ifelodun in Kwara State. Watch this.
Kwara State. See where we do. Nobody did in this town again. The people of this town, all of them, they have run away. Kidnappers don't pursue them from this village. So, but I'm doing video. Can you go? She shine up. This is my first time to my kidnapper pursue your crown. Anybody to want Lumo? Loot it down. Somebody to want it Lumo. They say Owa Onire, Kwara State. Bàtà ń bọ̀ àgbà òró jáde sí gbogbo ẹ̀bẹ̀ gbogbo yẹn lágbà. Gbogbo ìlú ti jáde tán o. Ìlú ti jáde o, ìlú wọ́n ti tú jáde lọ. Nobody dey again. Àfi ewúrẹ́. Ewúrẹ́ nìkan ló wà o. Ewúrẹ́. Kò sẹ́nibọ́dì tó wà ń lù mọ́ o. Àfàwà ọlọ́pàá làwa take over ń bí wa. Orí. Nobody dey for town again o. Okay, Owa Onire. Abi? I say Owa Onire.
Owa Onire.
Màá fẹ́ fi Bídèmí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. Owa Onire o. Ọlọ́pàá làwa take over ń bí. Owa Onire, Kwara State. Nobody there in the town again. Oh, this is Owa Onire Palace. Owa Palace Owa Onire. Owa Onire. Was anybody to want to do? Ọlọ́pàá nìkan ló wá síbí o. Bí la patrol wá sí o. Owa Onire. Owa Onire, Kwara State. Well done. Aguda. Okay, you dey snap. Solution. Anybody to want to know? Nobody dey town again. Me Igborio, this is my first time. Owa Onire. Hey.
For every abandoned town, or for, let's say, every ghost town that you see the video on your screen, you have to remember that that is some livelihood, okay, uprooted because of violence and insecurity, okay? So this is a community uprooted, livelihood uprooted, like businesses uprooted. And I'm talking about even children who are going to schools would have to abandon all of that and leave to the uncertain world. And you know, the saddest part is that they have no idea when they will be returning. The level of insecurity that will capture towns that people have to leave, and we are not at war. Think about that. So when they tell you that Nigeria is not at war, ironically, they're just telling you to live in denial. Because these same rogues continue to brag about their Operation Safe Corridor, how they are, rehabilitating repentant terrorists. But this action continues, like from town to town, one community, one village, one town, one community at a time. one at a time. And that is people's livelihood. And it can happen to just any one of us, anybody. Now people are resorting to self-help. Like this video you're about to see, when the terrorists kidnapped some villagers, some people in the community, the youth who have just had enough. Because according to the reports, they were offered money. But the money, the ransom the terrorists were demanding was so not like possible. So the youth decided to go into the bush themselves. And guess what? They succeeded. Not only did they rescue the victims without paying a dime, they also overpowered the terrorists themselves. In a clip that somebody shared with us.
This woman you see here and the other person were the two kidnapped victims abducted by Fulani kidnappers in Abia State, demanding 10 million naira ransom. The Ohu youth in the community mobilized themselves and moved into bush where the abductors were holding them in their captivity. As the youth went there, they surrounded the bush in and out. They mounted themselves everywhere in thousands and made sure that there was nowhere anybody can escape. They positioned themselves properly. They captured the kidnappers. Look at one of the victims. He was kidnapped together with the woman. So they rescued these people and apprehended the Fulani terrorists. There was nowhere for them to escape. The youths captured them and released their victims. Look at them going home. You can see, this is what I have been saying. There is no way these people can come to our territory to terrorize us and we will keep quiet. An outsider cannot be bigger than the owner of the land. These people are operating because the communities where they have been unleashing mayhem kept quiet. I give kudos to Ohu youth in Abia State. Ohu community, in fact, these people, you deserve commendation. These are the kind of youth we need in Igbo land. These are the kind of youth we need everywhere in Igbo land. Enough is enough. What is happening? They left north where they have been operating and came down to southeast. To do what? They did not ask question. Is it because our region is now cool? They thought that the lion is sleeping. The lion will no longer wake up. They should have asked people in the past who have been trying to do rubbish in Southeast how they face forceful reprisal action. I think other regions should learn from Southeast youth. If these people come to your territory to operate, don't give them a chance. If you give them a chance, they will dominate you with insecurity. These people are not the kind of people that are supposed to be given chance. If they try you, give them fire for fire. Fire for fire is what they deserve. And your land will be in.
I mean, that's kind of like a dangerous concept, though, but if it works, then why not? It's just it's still dangerous, though. But if you overrun them in your thousands, and that happens, that if anybody gets killed, the terrorist captured should probably not be left alive too, you know. In Edo State, 2 days ago or thereabout, some group of kidnappers grabbed a woman in broad daylight in Edo State, right in front of a market. That got captured on camera. Therefore, they actually captured the car they used in the abduction. And then today, the police paraded some kidnappers. They are not Fulani terrorists this time. These are the ones who are like running their own kidnapping business in a failed country. But yeah, I have to commend them though. I just have no idea if they are the real people though. Anyway, here was at the scene where somebody got grabbed, a woman in front of the market in broad daylight in Benin.
They'd already identified the vehicle.
And they just park gently.
And the other car just come out.
The other car they back.
No, the car will park here that.
Yes. And I pump the guy kind of the tire blow.
How much the motor be one move on
the tire and the tire blow.
They don't carry the man.
They fair hold the man, drag the man go.
Now the man they be one carry.
Yes, but the man escaped. The man
run. The man run.
The man follow the fight too. He follow the fight too. The woman don't run.
The woman don't run. So bless say na the woman hand come meet.
No, the woman run. But I say na the beginning. Okay, the woman run.
The woman not come back. Oh. They catch the woman.
Come drag him from that side. Hey. Oh, wow. Okay, they catch him, drag him.
They catch the woman. See the way they drag her for ground like
broad daylight. And then 2 days after, the police paraded some suspects as those behind that abduction. And they were paraded, yeah, today.
Thank you.
That's Okodoyo asking them questions. In fact, I'm going to show you an extended version of what he actually said at the scene. It did make some sense though, right? But some of those guys were saying that they didn't do anything. Like, no, I didn't do anything and all that. But they are all paraded there as the kidnappers. So Okodoyo was asking them, are you all kidnappers? Or these ones are kidnappers who kidnapped a people, a woman in front of the market? Watch the extended sort of like a version of the parade.
Vehicles, transport vehicles along Benin-Lagos Express.
So, you were involved in that, kidnapping people on the road, Lagos, Benin-Lagos road. So what? This ones? Yes, sir. This is starting from that's the first person, sir. Yes, sir. We engaged in going to a sustained bullet injuries in the process. That's around this was this.
It led to the arrest of the entire syndicate.
Okay, you are the first person that was caught. Huh?
Like the ones that killed those 2 people that were recovered.
Were you not the one that killed those 2 people that were recovered? Those people traveling to the east?
No, be you.
Can somebody? Yes, Your Excellency. He led the police to the push to recover the remains of those dead persons.
Okay, thank you. Campaign for you. Ask the question, Excellency. Sorry.
happened? You were the one that kidnapped people in Lagos expressway.
We couldn't cook and kidnap in we couldn't put a kidnap in Lagos. Yeah? He said the one they did now that you were caught was the only one he had already.
It's the only one. But other and your friends, you are working together.
We didn't come to Haka. We have to come up with an ID card. Yeah? But look at my money. Yumpa. He said himself and his one. Okay. Yes, that they are the ones working together.
Okay.
He did. He's talking about.
Who are you? What are you doing? Huh?
AC.
Yes, sir. So you are the one terrorizing our people. You are the one giving people come and kidnapping. What do you have? Hong Kong. Class to kidnap. How are you? Hello. So, woman, what are you doing here?
Sir, I was arrested that I take kidnapping. I did not kidnap anybody.
You did not kidnap, but you claimed that you were kidnapped.
I was into debt, sir. I was holding 4 million.
Now, so now you are using that to spoil government name now.
No, sir.
That people are kidnapping everywhere, spoiling the president's name, spoiling the government name.
It was
yes, because
money I was holding, sir.
But now
the money I was holding.
The president is in his house.
I have not kidnapped anybody before.
His name outside.
I have not kidnapped anybody before. I'm not a kidnapper. It was because of the debt I was holding. Because of the debt, sir. Please, sir. Because of the debt. Please.
It's okay.
I did not kidnap anybody. I did not kidnap anybody.
Who are you, please?
Freedom of you.
Fred?
Freedom of you.
Freedom of you. Yes. What did you do?
I have like settlements abroad and the national platform has found courts and
you are a court.
Okay. Which court do you belong to?
Right.
So how many people have you killed?
I have not killed anyone in my life.
But people have died.
Well done. He became an interrogator. And you know, in Nigeria, right? Once the police parades you as a particular, parades you for a crime that is even different from what you did, they will parade you in the manner that you're already guilty. Do you understand? Like you're already guilty, like forget it. So at that point, the way you are going to be treated, you will see yourself as guilty. And nobody will probably believe whatever you have to say anymore. Oh, these ones we arrested and they are kidnappers. Kidnappers. So these are the people who have been kidnapping us. No, I didn't kidnap. Oh, shut up your mouth. You this kidnapper. You get that? And that is what they are going to take you to a judge for, because they want to use you to set an example, so to say. And that is most reason why crimes in Nigeria is never really truly resolved, because most of the time it's just to kind of like get somebody to go down for it, while the real criminals continue to operate in that manner. But anyway, Okweldo was there. It was given an impression that they've captured those who kidnapped this woman in Benin. Meanwhile, I do not have the report that the woman has been rescued, so to say. Okay, so but one of the kidnappers was caught. He led them to others, and that's how they arrested some of them. I mean, as well as other high gang kind of like criminals, like cultists. But your governor there was trying to make it a political kind of like gotcha, right? Or you guys are the ones that are causing the trouble, the reason why everybody is abusing the president, Abi. Even more.
We must end cultism in this town. Yes, sir. Are you hearing me? Okay, sir. Okay. Please. Thank you. Sir, I'm interested in this, sir. Thank you.
And this mattress was used in kidnapping and raping a woman. And these phones are from kidnapped victims that were found in the forest.
I'm going to Minister of Justice now. A special court to try kidnappers and cultists. So that kind of prosecution is very that is what we are going to do. And I called the Commissioner of Police and I told him that whoever committed that crime of kidnapping inside Benin City must be arrested. Commissioner actually was in Abuja. He came back to Benin City. Before you know it, within 24 hours, those guys have been caught. You can see the money here, which they pretend to yes, we want to pay ransom. Then this part of the case to them. On the process, there was a gunshot. One of them died. Two are still alive. One is here. So you can see what is happening. The police are working. The army, they are working. The DSS are working. When people sit at one place, they say the president is not doing anything. I wonder why people will sit down to say the president is not doing anything. The president is funding these people to work. And that is why the result we are getting today, we are having it. Look at numbers of kidnappers that have been arrested in this land. They will never find place in this city, in Edo State. They will not settle here. And for me, my message to them, whoever has such mind that I will kidnap, let me tell you, you cannot do it and go free. No crime that will be committed in Edo State that such person will not be arrested. Whoever is supporting you or aiding you to do it, please, you have to stop, because we are ready for you. We are not joking. We are not sleeping. Day and night, we are working to make sure that this land is safe. So I want to appeal to our people. Stay away from cultism and stay away from kidnapping, because it will take you to nowhere. It is cheaper for you to maintain your standard than to say you want to go and kidnap, because when you kidnap, what you have before you will lose it. At the same time, you will lose your life. Now we are going to set up a special court to try kidnappers and cultists. Within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we are done with it. And I will sign it. Your execution, hanging, I will take you to the roundabout, that is Ring Road roundabout, so that the whole Edo people will see you. And this, I will not have any regret about it. So please, Don't take my simplicity for granted. Thank you very much.
He don't tell you now. So he's going to set up a special court that will try the cultists as well as kidnappers. A special court. And yeah, that's kind of like more like it, isn't it? Because abduction is an act of terrorism. Terrorism carries the maximum sentence, death. Not rehabilitation, no. You don't rehabilitate people like that. You know? But yeah, that's your governor in Edo tackling his own insecurity in his own way, even though during his campaign he once promised them that he will bring insecurity to Edo State, and since then, it is what it is, isn't it? So let us take a bit of a detour again. Let's go back to northern part of Nigeria. 2 days ago, so the people of Ariko in Qatari community in Kaduna, they staged a protest to alert everyone. I don't know if you are aware of this, that as much as we are all demanding for the safe return of the school children in Oyo State and their teachers, these terrorists have also taken another 37 people from this Ariko community in Kaduna. And it seems like from everywhere, it is just graveyard silence. Many are not even aware. And we are talking about Christians who were taken in their communities, right? Including children. Okay, so there is this guy called Apostle Owa Onire. He ministers in that area. So it was part of a procession to call the attention of government to please rescue them too. Are you aware of this? No? 37 people, including children, have been in captivity of the terrorists for over 2 weeks now.
We are here, we are going to the police station. The DPO has said that the permit was not taken from him, so he has ordered us to follow him. But our cause is just, our cause is righteous. A people that have been in captivity for 71 days. We are following you. We are following you. Please, are you following me? So, we are going to the GP, to the police station now. The DPO is saying that we should not continue with the protest. And there's no problem. But the world must know of the injustice in Nigeria. There are people are in captivity for over 71 days, and the Tinubu government have neglected them. The police do not want us to carry out this protest. The police cannot go arrest the bandits. The police cannot protect the people. But now they are talking of rights. What rights? They are talking of rights. They are talking of rights now. They are talking of what is all right. But there are people in captivity for over 71 days, and nothing has been done. And in our community, everyone must be released. We are demanding accountability from the government. We are demanding that these people, these are family people, these are brothers and sisters of people. And we are calling on the government. The world must know, the UN must see this. The president of America, President Donald Trump, he must see of the persecution in Nigeria. Where there is no due process being followed, and we follow you. Stand up. Where there is no security, where there is no protection of lives and property of the people. And this terrorists keep invading, destroying. People cannot go to their farms. People cannot go to their farms. People cannot stay in their houses. Therefore, we are calling on the government. There is a need for safety. Now they have shifted their attention again. How will you lead your citizens? President Tinubu, how will you lead your citizens in the deaths of kidnappers for the past 71 days? Are you not incompetent? Is that not incompetence? Is that not gross incompetence to lead the people that you swore to protect them, their life from poverty, and you abandon them in the deaths of kidnappers? The women have been raped, the girls have been molested, the men have been killed. How long will that continue? How long will that continue? The policeman and the DPO has come to Kwara, no problem. The world is seeing this. The world is seeing this. The world is seeing this. Our voice will not be silenced. Our voice will not be shut. We will not allow people to be intimidated. There is no problem. We will follow this process. Look at people. These are families of people. And look at this affected. In Kaduna State, everybody have abandoned them in the days of kidnappers. And we that have come to speak for them, to agitate for their release, they are coming to show more power here. You cannot show more power to go and release the captives. You cannot show more power to go and deliver them from the days of kidnappers. 71 days ago. And now, over 71 days, and now you want to come and show due process. You want to come and talk about legality. What's foolish legality? This morning, we are here, we will not stop. We will speak. The UN is watching. This is being streamlined. The American government is seeing this. And so therefore, we will not stop. We will not be intimidated. We will not be subjugated. Injustice have prevailed for too long in Nigeria because of negligence of people. Incompetent FPC government that they cannot protect life. It is a shame on you, President. It is a shame on all the service chiefs. It is a shame on all the security apparatus that you can come here now and come and be taking off the law or due process. But you cannot mobilize this man. He is mobilizing men to come and carry us. But you cannot mobilize men to go and deliver the captive. Can you imagine? They cannot mobilize men to go and deliver the captives. So there is no problem. We will go.
I've come home to Kano. All I want to do is dance. I want music. All I want to do is dance.
Right now, people are not dancing, people are running. They are not just running, they are running for their lives, leaving behind everything they hold dear. Just holding their lives right now. After Kolu danced in Kano. And how is the Kanonites themselves are reacting? They are cursing him.
Na irin wannan abu ba abin da bai kai abu ba ya fito sun bada duniya da shi yana trending sai gashi nan an kama ƴan uwansu kananan yara ana zuba musu fetur amma mugaye sun kasa yin komai da yake ba sa kishin kansu wai sai gashi saboda abu kadan sun zo suna magana wannan wani irin rashin mutunci ne wallahi duk wani abu da yake faruwa a tare da mu ƴan Najeriya mu muke siyan mu kanmu kwata ba mu san me muke ba mu muke zaben mu kanmu Tinubu ba alkhairi bane idan za mu gyara idan ba za mu gyara ba ko wallahi wata ran waje ba za mu iya fitowa ba wannan ne irin zalunci ne mun gaji an kawo mu karshen dole sai mun fito min yi magana duk tsinan nan da zai kama ni ya zo ya kama ni ko kuma kura uban shi
wallahi tallahi mo fasiti fu anda Allah wala goddo mo min hulata jonde duniyaru do be mo woni yonki mari yonki be wolwata wallahi fulbe bandirabe onon be andamum be soppe be andamum be bindigaji on nanga on heba bindigaji on fiya bukkon on nanga yalu himbe to wallahi tallahi jomirawo seto ewtimo hende dargal billahi allazi ngam to on hulata Allah nalamon ittamon barka Allah hokkumon yaluji mon ginnaji baabe be sawtabe maya Allah wadu ragare mon timma ragare halludu
yanzu ba wannan maganan ba ku duba fim din mu manyan yan
jonde duniyaru on enjoy
a gaba inda ya ba
kamon shede
tunda da yake fitowa yake fadan gaskiya a kasan nan yake kishin arewa shine Sadiq Sani wanda Sadiq Sani da dukkan sai dan jarimi me kas wanda zai fada a ji sai dai kawai
yayi shiru ba zai magana ba
shi ma da ya fada an
to wallahi ba magana ba shi kadai ne yake Nigeria din wallahi
fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning. Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
So some of you are crazy, angry with Kolu for abandoning Arewa and leaving Arewa to the hands of kidnappers, abductors who have killed and destroyed communities and all of that. And God go punish Kolu. That's what they are saying. Angry. In Ekiti, people are already collecting tomato paste to revalidate their own slavery certificates this Saturday. Here is one. Ekiti is unique somehow. Ekiti is actually unique. In 2023, the 2023 presidential election results, the first result actually came from Ekiti, only for us to start hearing later that they voted on credit. So they were angry later that they were deceived. APC, Egbekegbe deceived most of them. So vote, they will pay them later. And they didn't pay them. But they are on the same trajectory as we speak. So if you want course a call, you better go learn better courses. The one that will make you feel like this one must be effective. Because like Bokwari said, fellow Nigerians,
this is just the beginning.
It's a reminder, okay? However that goes. Some are already reacting like this. So just spotting anything call you. This was Nasarawa. And for the record, I am not in support of any form of violence, so sure you get, whether big or small, against anybody or any group of people, okay? So I am just reporting what is happening out there, just for the diary. That's what we call it, for the diary. So meanwhile, Wike and his own team are having kind of like a blast. So he's currently commissioning projects every day, and they said he's going to do that for 30 days. Okay. So yesterday, he commissioned the judges' quarters, mansions that they built for judges, appeal court judges. They have those they are already building, or if they have not built already, for the Supreme Court justices. They're also building for the High Court justices too. And according to them, it is official flats. That is not luxury. But what we don't understand is that the same way the Wike said, the houses are not official houses. They are to be owned by the benefiting judges. So yeah, they were showing that to us yesterday.
Okay, so these are the houses. The appeal court judges. Wow, you can see they are glorious. And I think they also have some for the Federal High Court judges. Well, people are saying that it's a way of shutting down the judges, but I think that's the responsibility of the executive. They build houses for lawmakers. So what is wrong with building for the other arms of government? I don't see it so. And recently we have seen cases also being won even by the opposition. The same appeal court just yesterday overruled Justice Peter Lifu. So, and INEC, that people have also complained about, is also making a case for the parties that were asked to be registered. So I do not think, but whatever it is, the bottom line is, let the judiciary be strengthened. If providing this type of houses will help them to get their job done well, they should do it, because we must save this democracy and we must save Nigeria. So far, I can tell you that Tinubu has done well in the FCT, courtesy of Wike. You may not like it, but you cannot hate what he has done in the FCT.
Nuisance, Lele.
You know, something is that for those who know Wike very well, he did the same thing in Rivers State. Yeah, because that is his own concept, that you may try everything everywhere. If you do not have the judiciary on your side, all of that can just be wiped out at once, just like that. By one single judgment, it can just destroy everything for you. So he was building houses for them too. Similar houses, almost similar pattern. White houses, mansions like that. He built some for the judges in Rivers State, and they worked with him. for those 8 years. Trust me. So we all know what this is all about. But, well, it's their time, isn't it? Because the same judiciary is has been under the what do you call it, microscope for a very long time. Their role in legitimizing this illegitimacy to start with, as well as a ridiculous judgment that has helped, the Tinubu's regime to polarize opposition parties, obviously. But for Wike, it doesn't really matter. If you lose, just take your L. That somehow this is working for him, and then you feel like maybe it's undecided. Well, that's your issue, right? And a lot of people are just waiting for what or how this is going to end, what this is going to be like at the end. This was in Wike commissioning a road or arriving to commission a road in that same Abuja. Now, this one was said today.
See the road infrastructure that he be the man of 2027 that he be go follow. Bara Gugela, Bola tomorrow, 2027 that he be go follow. Bola today, Bola tomorrow, 2027 that he be go follow. Bola today, Bola tomorrow, 2027 that he be go follow. If you want to 2027, nobody worries anymore. So make you do your thing. Here we can do it. But if you want to 2027, nobody worries anymore. Nobody worries anymore. Do your thing. We can do it. But if you want to 2027.
Nobody's worried. Tinubu. Crazy, huh? It is close to what Devulumayi was also doing in Ebonyi yesterday when he declared that they do not do obedience in Ebonyi. In this short clip.
We know they do obedience for Ebonyi. They are very disobedient, but obedient to all your
Now we have signed this. Can you sit down?
That was a church, by the way. Now let's go to Lagos. Two things happened yesterday and today. One was water, the other one is fire. So people around Lekki area were swimming to work and swimming to wherever they had to go because of this rain that flooded everywhere. Then today, on Broad Street in Lagos, the building caught fire, and I think they said it is a Polaris bank. It took a while for the firefighters to show up, and I had a report that there were victims, people who actually died in the building. Unconfirmed number of people. But first, the flood.
See this other car. See people going to work. This school bus. See life.
Just look at the level of water in somebody's residential area. I don't understand what Lagos government. Just look at this. Okay, let me show you guys. Look at the level of water. Look at it.
Like there is no kind of like engineering genius, right, that could actually really design this area to take out all this flood water whenever it's flooded, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Like whenever there is flood. So they should. Because that was supposed to be one of the, what do you call that? I mean, what do you call those things again? Porch areas or something of Lagos. But without the flood, there are many other things too. They are underwater. I mean, so their underground water system is also so ruined. That's a different story, though. Then on Broad Street this morning, right, a surprise fire caught a lot of people by surprise. And usually you will see people rushing to rescue people out and all that. Sometimes you will see people jumping from the high-rise buildings, right, escaping from the fire. None of that was really obvious in this, but they said it was the building that also hosts the Polaris Bank. No detail of what caused the fire or so, but it is the response. Watch this.
See the first floor, she don't on the house.
Na Polaris Bank, not at Broad Street. Na Polaris Bank, not at Broad Street.
I mean, it's a long video, right? But at the end of the day, the fire was put out. and not until the damages were already done. Okay, so I saw that. Yep. And there is another one which I'm actually going to use it to round it up this evening. Okay, it's the habit of these criminal Nigerians, right? They call them the bambolas. Those guys that buy scrap metals, scrap this or that. Usually they do not even wait for unused or any scrapped metals. They go as far as vandalizing the public infrastructures like bridges, those railings on bridges, manholes, those big metal iron that they used to cover the holes on the main road, right? Or better still, cutting down poles, like street light poles. So one guy was caught in the video, but he wasn't arrested, because I wish he was.
So you see your life. Yeah? You see your life. Your father. Your person like you. They kill your father. Person like you, they kill his first country. They there. You and there, Abi. Yeah? Now they such way government put now they come out. Yeah? You talk, you no agree. Yeah? You not be part of them. You not be now they search for this place. Yeah? Don't be the same place for your father. See this street now, they don't cut a film.
They were cutting street lights, pole by pole. One was on the lookout, the other one was busy cutting it. They've actually really cut the pole, but they wanted to cut the remaining leftover too, because that is also the bambola. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for your time, for stopping by again tonight. I am going to see you another time, but yeah, I'll see you another time. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and it's a good night from here. Odaro.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní àní ẹ̀sùn làjì lórí YouTube àní ẹ̀sùn làjì bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́ àní ẹ̀sùn làjì ijó ìgbádìyẹ àní ẹ̀sùn làjì pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o àní ẹ̀sùn làjì kí gómìnà kówó jẹ àní ẹ̀sùn làjì ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá àní ẹ̀sùn làjì aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o àní ẹ̀sùn làjì òkúrọ̀ olóṣèlú àní ẹ̀sùn làjì ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.